What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. We're on Nekroz buyout number 12, number 14. I've really lost track at this point, dating back to something like Botang's really hype regional top to the more recent Deva Ritual release, and now Trishula is $60. Does it deserve to be there? Heck nah. We will see this fall back on its face like we have many times before and come all the way back down. But where does this hype originate from? Well, Valk was up just a bit ago. We have the release of Outer Entity Nyarla, and I'm going to show you a combo from Ready for Duel, an amazing Facebook page, here in a second. But we see on this platform already, hey, look, available 27 and 30. Let's refresh, make sure people, oh, they're not sweeping these off their feet. Weird. It's really weird. Best offer, taking best offers, please buy my Trishula. And we're going to see that quickly happen here too. And why we know this hype is inflation, why we know this hype is not real, is we see the other parts of the buyout. But let's show you the combo and then cover the other parts of the buyout. This is Ready for Duel, a Facebook page of over 33,000 people. I will link them first thing in the description below. And this is a relatively quick combo. We are going to go ahead and see Manju pop off, get Brio, go ahead and get your Unicorn, and here you have access to Herald and Graveyard and your new Nyarla. Nyarla can now equip it as a material, you start ranking up, and hey, that's pretty good. You were able to use Manju, Cyber Angel, etc., and get Christia on board. Oh boy, a Christia luck in 2K18. You realize if this was highly effective in our meta, we would have seen a Vanity's Fiend dot deck be able to just take down everything. And because it's realistically the easier card to summon than Christia, this is just not enough right now in our current metagame. And yeah, it seems good on paper, right? Goki special summons everywhere. You have a big body on board. It's realistically just not enough to validate this deck. Anything other than maybe regionals, you're going to be fighting dice rolls all day. What are you going to do when they summon Nightmare Corruptor Ibli on you? And we look at the other pieces, like, look at this. The supers from Duel Saga, cheap as all get out. You can still buy full quantities from The Planet over here at Near Mint. You could just buy them out for around the $2 mark. You have the structure deck, more recent common, almost bulk price, 8 cents. Like, whenever something is considered bulk, basically, you'll see it on TCG Player in the 8-cent pile from top-rated sellers. So people buying from them aren't even bothering to look around and pick this up. But we continue on and we'll actually talk about Chrissy a little more here in a bit. Herald of the Arclight, it was up before. I did tell people to go and get theirs as Nekroz hype happened because this was already disappearing in quantities from the market. And we see even now the hidden pocket of these NECH Special Edition versions headed towards the $3 mark. But what's not moving? Ben 10. Right, and Christia, the two, like, more key parts of the Nyarla combo. Okay, so we see $233, $233.72 under market price. You're telling me that people just buy the expensive cards in hopes of making money? Weird. But to note, first edition Christias have always been hard to get, so don't freak out about this. They just are. And they had kind of moved from the $30 price point to $50. And getting mint ones of first ed Christia, that is insanely hard because SOVR had a foil edging problem from how the packs were produced. So getting ones that are actually near mint here are pretty impressive. And we do see a $50 here, one from Black Market. I don't believe there's going to be any in the 30 range. Yeah, not first edition. So realistically, yes, a really cool secret rare and collectible. It's had its impact on the meta before, but it's not like the secret rares just disappeared because this was happening. And the super rares readily available. It's actually just crazy, in my opinion, that, you know, we just go for Nekroz time and time again, and we don't learn our lesson. Like, this is going to trickle down. You're not going to make midway hype sales. The sales rate is going to be terrible. Good luck, have fun. It's already fallen back down to $27 here on TCG Player. This is where I always tell you guys, use this when buying your cards. Don't fall for hype. Just because you do see a really cool combo, credit to Ready for Duel, you see a really cool combo out here, like, it doesn't mean it's going to have an impact. Just think that the OCG has had access to this for some time, and it's not really impacting as much over there, even with multiple shirts. give that your big brain thoughts. Another buyout, though, recently that might actually see a little bit of use is the Book of Law. Along with Purgatorio being covered on last Market Watch, this is one that I missed. Book of Law has been going up because that's what you can actually get with the Alistair link. And it's a really good card. I always felt this was underestimated. It reminded me of Cunning of the Six Samurai, but on steroids. Tribute one invoked monster and special summon one invoked monster from your extra deck with an original attribute from the monster. This special summon is treated as a fusion summon, meaning revival aspects are there. You can only activate one Book of the Law per turn. Pretty good card, always been underestimated in my book, but we do see it finally, you know, have a place and use. People freak out, it gets bought out. Where it'll fall, not really sure. Highly underestimated card, though. It'll probably head back towards like $2 though for a bit, unless we see that deck taking over, actually dominating. But it is a new piece that you'll probably want alongside with the Invoked Link monster. I want to talk about older sets real quick and how heavily our collectors and market has developed, is going to continue to develop. Any really near mint history piece of Yu-Gi-Oh! I would hold on to and invest in. It's so underestimated. Our first ed base set, like compared to Pokemon, and you look at Pokemon's right, you know, the base set just explodes. So any piece that you can get, it's been going crazy and will continue to do so. But if we actually look on like eBay, the cheapest, this is the cheapest available, and it says condition used, but near mint in title. First edition Red Eyes Black Dragon that actually looks near mint via a listing. And yeah, we do see a little scratching on the back there. Ain't gonna make PSA, buddy. This is the cheapest one that's not Asian English on all of eBay. Actually more expensive than the cheapest first edition piece of Exodia. So I wanted to kind of think through the sets and what's really our most collectible sets. First ed LOB without a doubt. First ed MRD. And a lot of people would say DR4 next, but there's one that a lot of people forget that really is the next biggest one, and that's Retro Pack 1. It goes back. We have cards like Scapegoat that have a huge impact on the market, all the way back to Go format to currently people would actually like to be Madmen, hollow out their deck and play with it. But the secret rares have always been worth a ton. Regeki has just exploded over the years from it, even though we have other variants of it available to us now. It's just the collectability. We see the blue eyes explode, we see the red eyes explode. Everything in prices has just gone so up that it's insane. Like, look at this red eyes. Market price, $30. So there's just none popping up for sale to even try to fix the market price. But I think a highly underestimated card out of the set that maybe some of you guys might want to take advantage of and get now. Yes, I know there's a better ultra rare version of Exodia, LOB first. But this ultra rare Exodia, just like Red Eyes has LOB Exodia, yet it's nowhere to be seen. $32, $33, 4 copies, gone from market. Over here on eBay, only a couple, and what's near mint? $30. We have 5 total listings, and then you have a full set here at $50, but it's just going to go up very fastly because of low quantity replacement. Retro Pack 1, it's not like people are busting open large amounts of these, and it's probably the next one out of Retro Pack to explode, so I wanted to bring it to my audience, and a lucky few of you that end up actually going for it after looking. Like, again, always use your own brain before buying, but if you look over here, Blue Eyes White Dragon, where's it at? It's going insane. Ultra rare. Of course, Blue Eyes a much more iconic card, and people wanted them to, like, different kinds of Blue Eyes to actually play with. Solemn Judgment, you can only play one. Super rare, market price, insane. A lot of it's highly inflated in my opinion, but the collector's market is just digging its heels in so much that it actually could be undervalued on a few of these things. And that's for you to decide. Now, in the off season, that's what I typically advise. You sell your meta cards and invest in something like these, but these are really long-term keeps, and if you can't afford to keep it for a long time, don't get it. What I would be immediately investing in is probably Flood, and other people seem to think the same. I told you guys to trade for it before, and Permanence is back on its way up a little bit. We see 1 for 60 from Canada before 66 on eBay, and a couple in the 66-ish range as well here on TCG. But why I would be going for Flood over Cybernetic Horizon specifically is we have the entire set of Nightmares, and actually starting to creep back up is Unicorn as well here. But the Nightmare engine itself is just so good and in so many decks, and if it doesn't get hit on the FNL list, the ban list, oh yeah, it's a good one. And Vampire Sucker's another one with all this generic zombie support, another Vindred Fusion, a zombie structure deck. It's been holding its price very well. I would go ahead and go for first ed copies. I wouldn't be throwing cash at the screen at these. I would be trading for them. I would be taking equity of cards that are likely to be reprinted in the Megatons or are being reprinted right soon in Shadows of Valhalla, and find somebody that'll give you kind of a hookup, so to speak. They'll take it at a lower market price for the cards getting reprinted so that they're happy, and then you're happy getting something you think will go up over time. Another thing that I did want to go through is actually Cybernetic Horizon, though. Boral Sword is sitting here at 53, and I'm starting to think this might be its lowest point, because we're about to see the entire extra deck, save for Nightmare Unicorn, get pretty dang cheap. We're about to have Borreload in the Megaton, which is a one-of. Think of those quantities flooding the market. We're about to have Saryuja in the Megaton, and some people don't even play that anymore. The extra deck, oh, and Firewall, not to mention. So the extra deck is about to cheapen by a lot. These one-ofs and Megatons, think of how many Megatons are ripped open. Think of how many duelists want these cards and where the price will settle from that. Boral Sword is likely to be the most expensive and needed one for these players getting back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Who have all this extra deck, and they're like, you know what, I'm going to get real now that it was cheap. What else do I need? Oh, Boral Sword. I would definitely be trading these for right now. I wouldn't be snapping them up because, like, how high will they realistically go? I don't know. But I would be trading for mine now. Also, the Danger archetype has room to improve, but you're always gambling when you go for something that has future set implications. Like, we don't know if this is going to just flop on its face and this was the best foot forward, or if it's going to be really dang good. So, my opinion on Danger, I like it a lot. I enjoy playing it, and I think just when they show pictures from the next set, this could end up going up just from pictures. Like Spirals, you remember that happened? But at the same time, it could completely flop right after that. So you're playing the gamble game, but on everything but Chupacabra. Chupacabra is just so cheap, and Jackalope is a really good card. I would consider, getting it now rather than later. I don't think it'll dip down too much after the special editions. We do have special editions coming out, so I would still try to get first ed after the special editions come out and flood the market a little. But at the same time, then you're getting really close to them teasing the next set. You're getting close to this getting hyped up. And it's really just like threading a needle when to kind of get in there and decide when you want to get into Danger. Chuckles. Thanks for watching today's Market Watch. Hopefully you enjoyed the conversation. Give it a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you haven't already. And what do you think about things like Nekroz, where history repeats itself time and time again? Do you really think there's going to just be a point where the line holds and people don't repost them this cheap that fast? Like, I don't think that's ever going to happen with Nekroz, and we've proven it time and time and time again. So, continuing to get a little bit of hype, and huge shout out for Ready for Duel for that video. Again, they will be linked first thing in the description. But thanks for joining me, guys. And live streams, by the way, are always 7 p.m. Central, Friday and Sunday if you've been missing them. And the Discord link is down below. Please go ahead and join our Discord. We talk about card prices. We talk about decks. It's the Zodiac Duelist Discord with me and Robbie, but it is my official Discord. That is where I call home on Discord. So feel free to join the conversations. A lot of you guys try to add me on my personal Facebook. Not there. Just join the Discord. I do talk daily, I promise, and I've actually really enjoyed hanging out there more and more. So be sure to join that, guys.